glucose.
Okay. So our project is cinnamon as a supplemental treatment for impaired glucose tolerance and type 2 diabetes. Okay, the most recent estimates claim the prevalence of obesity in the U.S. to be 32.2% in adult men and 35.5% in adult women, and 57 million American adults have prediabetes. Additionally, about 7.8% of the population are believed to have diabetes. The aim of this study was to examine the effect of a dried aqueous extract of cinnamon as an oxidative stress in individuals with impaired glucose tolerance who are overweight or obese. This was a double-blind placebo-controlled study in 22 subjects with impaired glucose tolerance. Subjects were randomly assigned to a placebo 250 milligrams of aqueous extract of cinnamon twice a day for 12 weeks. Blood was then collected at 6 and 12 weeks. In the placebo group, there were no changes observed between baseline and 12 weeks. But in the cinnamon group, the fasting glucose decreased significantly, but fasting insulin was unchanged. The plasma oxidative stress markers all significantly improved, and there was a positive correlation between MDA and plasma glucose. Cinnamon is rich in polyphenols. It serves as an insulin-sensitive and an antioxidant. Oxidative stress has been linked as a contributing factor to diabetes. Several studies actually show cinnamon has a positive effect on blood glucose. Obesity has been linked as a positive correlation to diabetes. The techniques that were used were randomization, which is when the subjects are placed randomly into controlled groups. In this case, the groups were placebo-controlled, as they also used double blinding, which means the observers don't know or choose where the subjects are placed or what they are receiving, and same goes for the subjects.
That's it.
Oh, pause your.
Some of the major results of the study show that water-soluble cinnamon does reduce the risk of risk factors associated with diabetes and cardiovascular disease. The results of this study show that the hypothesis was supported by the results, and for future tests, there should be larger scale and longer duration randomized placebo-controlled trials are definitely needed in the future. Some of the strengths and weaknesses of the study. First, the strengths. The significant results were found to support the hypothesis, with no significant changes in the placebo group. Fasting glucose had significantly changed over the 12-week study, and they used a double-blind study to avoid biases. Some of the weaknesses of the study: the subjects were of different ethnicities, different controlled dietary habits, publication bias. The length of the studies were too short, and no pre-diabetic patients were used in the study. Some of the public health impacts that can affect the public are overuse of cinnamon. Inexpensive cinnamon could lead to liver damage if overused. Coumarin may also interact with other drugs such as aspirin, ibuprofen, naproxen, and other anticoagulants such as warfarin, to name a few of potential dangerous complications. Use of cinnamon for diabetes can be a great tool to control blood sugars, but precautions are also important to avoid adverse side effects. The reason we chose this article is because I'm type 1 diabetic, and I know that anything they can use to support or help blood glucose is very important. The article showed a very simple remedy to fix a problem in a chronic illness without many major pharmaceutical issues, and diabetes is more common every year. So we chose something that's a chronic illness that's very common.
And the reason why I chose this article is because my grandma also suffers from diabetes. So I was kind of looking into, like he said, something a little more natural as opposed to all the medications that she's taking now. And that's it.
Thank you.